sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And the Oklahoma City starting fives. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Davidson in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. And it's Hart in at the 5 down low.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
1:14 left in the opening quarter. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. And Hart throws it down.
Yeah, you want a DeJounte Murray running your offense because he sees the floor so well.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, sometimes you just have a team's number. That was certainly the case last year. Let's see if anything has changed.
And stolen by Williams. Pass to Davidson. Baseline try. It's hauled in by New Orleans. To the paint. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
To the wing on the left. It's picked off. With 1 on the clock. And Hart throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. And it's Hart in at the 5. That's the Pelicans' 5. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better...
Oh! Look at him fly!
Look at that power!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Wallace outside. Pass to Davidson. Hauled in by New Orleans. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. And Hart throws it down.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooters.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. And stolen by Alvarado. Outside Hart. Who poked away. 27 seconds left in the first half. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, nice finish from Williams on the alley-oop. I mean, that takes some real athleticism.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Frazier. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And so it's New Orleans finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
What's the key for the second half?
Well, you got to take care of the rock, keep your poise, make good decisions, take advantage of all of their mistakes.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I like shooting jumpers just as much as the next guy, but you have to challenge the paint as well.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Frazier in a shooting guard. He rifled that one in from distance. Hart's got 17.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
And the Executive of the Year award last season. One more going OKC's way, Tim.
No, it's well-deserved when you look at a championship team, and they are just getting started. You hate to use that D word, but when it's all said and done, they can run off a few of them.
The Pelicans lead by 11. 4-3, and again, it's New Orleans with a three.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, still without a bucket. Pass to Davidson. Here's Holmgren. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man. That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
40 seconds left in the third. Hartenstein against Hart. Pass to Alvarado. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by SGA. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Hartenstein. It's tipped. Hart against Holmgren. And Hart throws it down.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
It's stolen by Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Hartenstein. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than
the previous play is under review.
He's on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Down count. And so it's New Orleans with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. And it's Hart in at the 5. That's the Pelicans' 5. Double team on SGA. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Hart. For 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Out to the wing. 11 feet out. Frazier shot is off. New Orleans leading by 22.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Williamson comes with a double team, and we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a hell ball violation. That's a jump ball.
Pass to Hart. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
41 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Hartenstein showing you a little bit of flair right there. Very stylish on that dunk.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Nabbing another steal, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciate it.
Zion, this is a team with some.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian.